It's 11 questions on a round called Odd Man Out, where I give you 4 items and you tell me which one doesn't belong. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be? And welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. This is a daily pop culture trivia podcast, and I'm so glad you decided to give it a click or a subscribe or a listen for maybe the first time. If you like trivia, this episode is for you because you're going to try and figure out which of these 4 items does not belong in the list. It's like Sesame Street. Which of these things is not like the other? It's going to be a fun one. I use this round with a old folks home that I do, a senior community called Windsor in Glendale, California. Do trivia there the first and last Thursdays of the month, and they got a kick out of it. But sometimes they yell at me for making the trivia too hard. So we'll figure out today, while you're playing along, if you thought this was too hard or not. I was thinking about the phrase odd man out, and I was thinking about when you were in gym class and you would get picked for teams in sports and things like that. When you do activities in gym class, I was never the last picked, but I was always near the end. I feel like I was pretty good at most like gym sports, like kickball, softball, dodgeball. I felt like I could hold my own, and but I was never last picked. But man, what a crazy way of figuring out your social hierarchy very quickly in gym class, because it's like your peers stare at you and they go, would that guy be good enough? And you immediately know if you're not good enough or if you are good enough. The people who get picked first, they're like, of course, well, I got to have this guy and I got to have this girl. But if you are near the end, you're like, man, I am not making the cut. It's as clear as day that you are not good at that particular thing. So that's a real wake-up call when you're in gym class. Do they still do that? I feel like nowadays they'd be like, we're not going to do that. We're all going to have numbers or something. But I bet there's still some schools that get it done. Man, we used to play some violent sports. We used to play floor hockey and just swing those sticks at each other. We would just do, like high swings. I remember this kid, Dave Kaufman, got caught right in the face with a plastic hockey stick and had to go to the nurse's office. And I remember another guy, my friend Steve Nelson, when we played dodgeball, he would throw these homing missiles. And the dodgeballs weren't, luckily, the hard rubber dodgeball. I know a lot of people grew up with those, like from the movie Dodgeball. But we had these like soft foam balls that were yellow. And you could grip them really well. You could squeeze them, kind of like a Nerf ball, but like a little harder, but also a little loftier. So they kind of knew that if you were going to be throwing these at some kid's face, that they wouldn't hurt. So you could whip it as hard as you could, and I guess it could hurt a little bit, could sting your face if it hit you a certain way. But Steve Nelson, who's been on the show, used to, he would like hit people. I swear we would watch the ball like, I remember this one kid hid behind a curtain, and it was almost like the ball knocked on the curtain opened, and it hit the kid in the face, like a cartoon. It was like a homing missile. It was nuts. And some of those memories are my fondest, but also I'm sure I've buried some where I got hit in the groin, or I tripped, or I skinned my leg across the gym floor. That was maybe the all-time worst thing. Skinning, like ripping the skin off of your kneecap by sliding on a gym floor, I feel like is maybe one of the most painful things. So there's a quick little trip down memory lane and gym class for me. Today's episode, again, all about odd man out, and you will figure out which of these 4 things does not belong. We're going to jump into those 11 questions right now. Here we go. All right, I'll give you the list of 4 things for each odd man out question, and then when I go over the answers, I'll tell you why that particular thing did not belong. Here's number 1. St. Louis. Aspirin. Human feet. McDonald's. Question number 1, odd man out. Which of these does not belong? St. Louis, aspirin, human feet, McDonald's. Question number 2, chocolate, potato, blue, telephone. Number 2, chocolate, potato, blue, telephone. If you're playing along at home and you have the ability to write these out, sometimes that helps you. Number 2, chocolate, potato, blue, and telephone. Number 3, red, blue, purple, yellow. Number 3, odd man out, red, blue, purple, yellow. Question number 4, Cheers, The Simpsons, Dallas, A Star is Born. Number 4, Cheers, The Simpsons, Dallas, A Star is Born. Number 5, your tongue, your legs, your tease, your heart. Number 5, your tongue, your legs, your tease, your heart. Number 6, Morse, bar, sergeant, area. Number 6, Morse, bar, sergeant, area. Number 7, Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Fatty Arbuckle, Brad Pitt. Number 7, Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Fatty Arbuckle, Brad Pitt. Number 8, ketchup, syrup, steak, mayonnaise. Number 8, ketchup, syrup, steak, mayonnaise. Number 9, Johnsonville, LaGuardia, Hartsfield Jackson, and O'Hare. Number 9, Johnsonville, LaGuardia, Hartsfield Jackson, and O'Hare. Number 10, Betty, Barney, Dino, Petunia. Number 10, Betty, Barney, Dino, Petunia. And the bonus question, this one's a little bit harder for 2 points. Racer, Madam, Level, Civic. Here are those 4 words again. Racer, R-A-C-E-R. Madam, M-A-D-A-M. Level, L-E-V-E-L. And Civic, C-I-V-I-C. Those are all your questions, everybody, for Odd Man Out. Hopefully you got them all right. We're going to go over the answers and why each item was the odd man out right about now. All right, guys, here we go with Odd Man Out number 1, St. Louis, aspirin, human feet, McDonald's. The one that didn't belong was aspirin. All the others have arches. St. Louis arch, human feet, feet, the arch of your foot, and McDonald's, the big golden arches. Aspirin, no arches. Number 2, chocolate, potato, blue, and telephone. Telephone was the odd man out. All the others are chips. Chocolate chips, potato chips, and blue chips. A great Shaquille O'Neal movie. Number 3, red, blue, purple, and yellow. Purple is the one that doesn't belong. All the others are what they call primary colors. Primary colors, also a John Travolta movie. Number 4, Cheers, The Simpsons, Dallas, and A Star is Born. Of course, A Star is Born is the one that doesn't count in the list there because all the others are TV shows. So Cheers, Simpsons, and Dallas are hit shows. A Star is Born is a movie. Number 5, your tongue, your legs, your tease, your heart. Your tongue is the one that doesn't belong. All the others are things you cross. You cross your legs, you cross your tease, as they say, and you can cross your heart and hope to die, stick a needle in your eye. Number 6, Morse, bar, sergeant, and area. Sergeant is the one that doesn't belong. All the others are codes. Morse code, bar code, area code. No sergeant code. Number 7, Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Fatty Arbuckle, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is the one that doesn't belong. All the others are actors from the 1920s. Although Brad Pitt does age in reverse in Benjamin Button, so maybe he was around then. Number 8, ketchup, syrup, steak, and mayonnaise. I said syrup really quick. Do you say syrup or do you say syrup? I don't like syrup and I don't like coupons. So I say the other ways. Syrup, steak, ketchup, mayonnaise. The one that doesn't belong is steak. The others are condiments. You could have figured that out. Number 9, Johnsonville, LaGuardia, Hartsfield Jackson, and O'Hare. Johnsonville is a type of bratwurst, but it is not an airport name as far as I know. The other 3 are types of airports. Number 10, Betty, Barney, Dino, and Petunia. Petunia is the wrong one because all the others are names of Flintstone characters. Betty and Barney are married, and Dino's the dog for the Flintstones. Petunia I don't think existed on the Flintstones. And for 2 points, the last one, odd man out, we had racer, we had madam, we had level, and we had civic. The one that doesn't belong is racer. The other ones are palindromes, which are the same words forwards and backwards. So madam, M-A-D-A-M, same forwards and backwards, level, and civic as well, but racer is R-A-C-E-R, which makes it not a palindrome. Those are your answers for Odd Man Out. Hopefully you had some fun figuring those out today. Again, the elderly folks over at Windsor in Glendale, they like these, but they get mad at them when they can't get them. So maybe you were the same way. If there's a topic you want me to do in the future on this show, let me know. We got some great ones coming up. Let me give you a preview of what the people that listen to this show and subscribe over on Patreon would like me to do. Here are some topics coming up in the near future for our Patreon subscribers. We have a episode on the Mighty Ducks around the corner. Mighty Ducks. I might mix in some of the cartoon and the movies. We'll see what happens there. That's for Luke McKay. My friend Jim wants Shrek trivia. Shrek, which is a huge meme, I feel like, right now. There's lots of Shrek memes out there. My friend Simon Time down in Florida, he hosts around the Orlando area. If you want to play Simon Time trivia, go check that out. He wants a whole episode on the Disney Afternoon, which would be great. That's like Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Goof Troop, all that good stuff. I love that stuff. So that'll be a fun episode. And then coming up soon, 30 Rock will be on the January 23rd episode for my friend Lauren Ward. And Abby Cakes wants Forrest Gump. So lots of fun stuff around the corner. You can pick a topic for $5 or more with your donation over at patreon.com/trivia with buds. Join our 30 other patrons over there and jump in our Discord app chat where we talk about all kinds of fun trivia stuff. I post some pictures in there. I post some trivia questions from different things that I don't do on the podcast over there. So it's like an ongoing AOL chat room if you want to check that out. That's for $1 or more. You get access to that. Also, anyone who signs up at the $1 or more level this month or from here on out will get some free stickers. I'll send you 2 for you and a friend of the podcast logo, the brand new artwork by Brian Ward. It's that blue background and my face and a fun little font that says Trivia with Buds Daily. So I'll send you some stickers. I just got some printed, so I'll send those to you. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the show. If you liked it, send the link to a friend and say, hey, how many of these can you get? Challenge them. That helps spread the word. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.